Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Brenda Joe. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get this makeup look that you see here. I got the inspiration from Pinterest and this is how it came out from what I could remember, because I could not find the picture anymore, but I tried to do the best of what I did remember. So if you guys are interested in seeing this video, then please stay tuned. I'm going to start off by priming my face with the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot face primer. I applied this on all of my areas where I tend to get oily. Then, to prevent any creasing, I'm going to take the Dermablend loose setting powder and I'm going to set the primer that I just applied all over my face, especially on my nose, my cheeks, and my forehead, as well as my smile lines. So, gotta get everywhere. I'm going into the Wet n Wild Megalast Liquid Catsuit. I'll leave the shade name down below in the description box. I am using this to brighten up my eyelid because I will be using color. I want the pigment to show up as much as possible. So I'm going into the Morphe Times James Charles palette, and I'm taking this deep blue shade first that I showed you, and I'm applying that in my crease with a flat tapered brush. I'm just packing this on into my crease until there are no patches and it looks evenly distributed. Then once I pack that on, I go in with the Dermablend Warm Saffron loose setting powder on my brow bone, just so that way when I do blend in that medium tone blue shadow that I showed you, it doesn't look a hot mess. But I noticed that this blue didn't even make a difference when blending, but maybe it's just the way that I blended it. It still came out good. I just wish that the color actually showed up when I was using it above the deep blue. Then I go back into that deep blue because I feel like that I lost the color. I do have the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit on the back of my hand because I don't want to put it directly on my eye. To cut the crease, I apply the Wet n Wild Catsuit on the lower portion of my eye, and then I look up so that way I can know exactly where to do the line of the cut crease, and then I follow the shape of my eye and making sure that it is similar to the other eye. Since I already did that eye, it's kind of giving me a guideline so I make no mistakes. Going in with the deep blue shade, I'm going to apply it on the edge just to blend it out and it looks more diffused. BH Cosmetics 4th edition 120 color palette. This is an old palette. They do not carry it on their website anymore. From the palette, I'm taking this green shade and I'm applying it on the outer portion of my eye of the cut crease. And I did spray my brush before I applied the color, and that way it gives me a better payout. And then I go into this kind of light gold shade, but I was not happy with it, so I had to apply another color on top. So what I did was take the second to the bottom gold shade right here I had to use this one, but it was too light. So I'm taking this one to put on top, which means I'm gonna have to do the same thing for the other eye. That deep gold shade on top of the lighter one, I go back into the green and then I go back into that dark gold. I'm trying to make sure that there's like a gradient effect and there's no harsh edges in between the colors. I go back in with the blue just so that way the edges between the two colors as well look more blended. Now I'm gonna take my NYX matte liquid liner to give myself a wing, and I actually ended up having to throw this liner out after this look because it did not work out. Okay, y'all, this liner cracked on me and I had to use another liner on top, which you guys will see towards the end of the video. But I decided to actually add this portion in the video so you guys can see how I do a wing liner, which is not always this perfect. It's not. I do struggle. I still struggle. The wing liner is not matching, but I'm not gonna fix it. I'm just not. For foundation, I'm taking the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear, and I will no longer be using this on myself because I seriously cannot handle the smell of flowers on my face. Like, I love the coverage, excuse me, sorry, on the foundation, but like, y'all, I'm so sensitive to scents. I can't do it. I cannot do it. But look how flawless it looks. It looks so amazing. I'm actually just gonna use this on my makeup kit, but yeah, this is the foundation I used. Then I go into a NYX concealer to color correct the places where I had like patches, just so I could have a little more coverage. I blended it out. Then I go into the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade 13. And I also take a brush and do the top of my brows. I told you guys that I've been loving this technique ever since I saw it in a YouTube video, and I really, really love it. It works bomb. And then I blend it out with my e.l.f. beauty sponge. I've been loving this sponge as well. It is amazing. It's everything. Make sure you go and cop it. No, not sponsored. Taking the Rimmel London Stay Matte Loose Powder, I'm going to use that to set all the concealer that I just applied under my eyes, my forehead, my nose, as well as my smile lines. This prevents me from creasing, and it also keeps me matte longer because my face just be a grease pan, y'all. It just be a grease pan. So I don't like it. I don't like that. Now I'm going to go into the Dermablend Warm Saffron Powder to bake all of the areas that I would like to bake under my eyes, my forehead, my nose, my chin. Y'all already know all the areas. And then I go into the Revlon Color Stay Pressed Powder in Cappuccino, and I use that to set all of the areas where I did not apply the loose powder. And I also use it on top of my smile lines just so I can blend it out and make it look super good. Can you see how amazing my skin looks? I am so in love with this powder. Then I actually blend out the baking powder that I had on the rest of my face with the brush without any extra product. To contour, I'm using the Nicka K Duo Contour Kit. I believe this is like the darkest one, but I didn't use like that deep brown in the dark duo. I used like the other color. And then I go into my Ebony Bronzer by CoverGirl to bronze up my face. Let me get like a little summer glow. Why I can't talk. Ooh, this pink Whitney hit me. I really can't talk. For blush, I am taking the Black Radiance blush in Toasted Almond. I didn't want anything too pink, too red. I just wanted something more on the coral side, something nice and natural. And once I apply my blush, I go into my highlight, which is the Maybelline Master Chrome in Molten Topaz. To deepen up my eyes, I'm taking the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Black Bean, and I apply it in my waterline and below my lash line. Then I go back into that deep blue and apply it on top of the black that is on my lower lash line, just to give it some definition. And this is where I go in to fix the wing liner from the NYX liner cracking on me. And then once I'm done doing that, I go back in with that gold shade in my inner corner and tear ducts. Now I'm gonna take the Wet n Wild liquid Catsuit lipstick in Caramel Cake. Now I'm going to take Milani Amore Matte in Loved and apply this on the center. So you guys, this is the finished look here. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Let me know what you think of this look. If you liked it, definitely give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to share with your friends and family. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel so you guys can definitely see more looks like this, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.